Hello, and welcome to the 122nd episode of Movie and TV Talk. On this episode, I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on the CGI animated movie titled Resident Evil Death Island. Let's get into it. I want to preface this by saying that for me, it's been years since I watched the movie before this one, Resident Evil Vendetta, so I don't remember anything that happened in it. So I'm going into Death Island pretty much cold here. I am going to try to give you an abridged version of the story, so here it goes. In the beginning, we have Soldier Guy that basically is forced to kill his squad because they all get infected. That guy ends up becoming the villain of the movie, and I'm going to be honest, he's not a very good villain. See, he's got this modified version of the T-Virus and plans to use drones that look like mosquitoes to pick and choose who does and who doesn't get infected, and his whole reasoning is that because Umbrella is bad and made him kill his best friend. And so it is, in his own words, his atonement for what he had to go through. Yes, he wants to unleash a virus on the world, kill a buttload of people, make people have to kill their friends and family so that they feel what he had to feel, and that is some sort of atonement for having wrong done to him by doing more wrong. Well, anyway, Chris, Claire, Jill, Leon, and Sherry all stop him and kill him after he merges himself into some giant bioweapon, and that's the best abridged version you're going to get out of me because it's been a few days since I've watched this. So what did I think of the movie? This movie is a mess. The villain's motivations make absolutely no sense at all. How are you atoning for having wrong done to you by doing wrong to the entire world, by making people kill people? You know, it would make more sense if you went after Umbrella or corporations like them and left the whole world out of it. Also, I feel like there just are things missing from the plot. This bad guy has an enhanced version of the T-Virus, so where did he get a sample of the original T-Virus from in the first place? Was that shown or explained in Vendetta and I just don't remember it? Also, the final fight in this was just so over the top that it was stupid. Like, you've got rocket launchers, which, you know, those solve most problems in the Resident Evil franchise. But they didn't work on the big creature, so Jill just happens across some big-ass energy rifle with a long-ass charge time, kind of like the laser gun thing you use at the end of the Resident Evil 3 remake. The whole fight was stupid in my opinion. Another thing is that while the whole plot felt really weak, the action was not all that great either. It really felt like it was drawing on the level of action from Resident Evil 5 and 6, with everything being so ridiculous and over the top that it makes less and less sense every time you see it. The voice acting was kind of terrible too. The soldiers at the beginning of the movie sounded like the exact same person. Even when it comes to iconic Resident Evil characters, they didn't fit. Leon's was too deep and the rest just seemed ever so slightly off that I just did not care for it. The only positive I have for this movie is that it looks gorgeous. Like, whatever CGI program they used in this movie looks so almost photorealistic at times that I like it. But having good-looking CGI isn't enough to save this movie. Resident Evil Death Island is a below-average movie that I just cannot recommend watching, even if you are a Resident Evil fan like me. But that's going to do it for this episode, so if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.